student ambassador, and I'm going to be giving you your tour today. Here we are on the first floor of the Bernard Jones Administration Building. This is what they call your one-stop shop. We have financial aid, admissions, the business office, cashier, registrar. Moving on down to our Tapscott Chapel and President's office. Located right here in the lobby, we also have our Alumni Hall of Fame. But other than that, we are Methodist affiliated, so we do offer chapel services every Wednesday at 12:12. They're optional for students. Down by Tapscott Chapel, we do have our president's office. This is Dr. Mitchell's first full year here at KWC. He is a really cool guy, wants to get to know you and talk to you on a first name basis. He also has a open door policy, so if you have any questions, comments, concerns about Wesleyan, he's your go-to guy. The next stop on our tour is the 4th floor, which is the Center for Business Studies. We're currently on the 4th floor of the administration building. This is our Terry Woodward Center for Business Studies. This is where you'll find all the classes for your economics, accounting, marketing, business administration, anything to do with that. Over here to my right, we have a small conference room, kitchenette type deal, perfect for students to hang out, study. They use this as a way to have mock conferences for our business majors, giving them a little bit of experience for life after college. Right here we have office 410. This is actually a professor's office. Right across the hallway we have classroom space. This just shows you how close students are to our professors. For the most part, they always have their office hours posted. They have an open door policy, so if you ever see a professor in there, you need help before class, after class, questions about the syllabus or homework, head on in there and ask your professor. Currently, we are standing in an average size classroom here at KWC. Average class sizes are about 20 students. We have a 13:1 student to faculty ratio, so you can always expect personal relationships between your professor and your classmates. Our students here at KWC really like the small class sizes. Right here on the corner, we have our Office of Campus Ministries. So when the glowing open sign is on, that just means someone's in there to help you. Feel free to walk in there. Director Sean Toms is in there. He's a super great guy. He goes by his first name. He's more of a friend to you than anybody. But Campus Ministries does all kinds of different events on campus and just has a great big role in campus life and involvement. Our first stop here in the Winchester Center is actually in front of our SSC, or Student Success Center. So the cool thing about the SSC is that this is where all tutoring hours happen. And all of our tutors are actually Wesleyan students who have just taken the class and got a really good grade in it. So we tutor in math, biology, English, reading, all sorts of subjects. Other resources in the SSC include career development, so go there, have a mock job interview. They can help you write a resume, get a job while you're in college, have a job waiting for you before you even graduate. So tons of different resources that the SSC offers. A few more stops here in our Winchester Center. We have our mail room. It's actually a full working post office, so you can send and receive packages right here to campus. We also have our 24-hour convenience store. Go in there, grab you a snack, drink, late at night, before class, after class, as well as our Panther's Den Spirit store where you can go grab some clothes. Don't be confused, this is not an actual bookstore. We offer a virtual bookstore for students where they can conveniently order their books, have them sent straight to campus. The next stop on our tour is Smith Lounge in Rogers Hall. So Smith Lounge, you can see, is the perfect place to come study, eat lunch. We also got computers and printers in the back so you can print stuff off at the last minute. Right here on the wall, we have our student activities programming board. The cool thing about this is that we host midnight movies, take kids to concerts, kayaking trips, trivia, bingo. Majority of these events happen right here on campus in Rogers Hall. Rogers is actually our largest event space on campus, which you all will be able to see when you get to come take your campus tour. I'm standing in front of the doors of the College Student Life office, where we have our housing director, dean of students, assistant dean of students, activity director. I always like to say, if you have a question about anything, head on into Student Life. If they can't get your question answered, they'll point you in the right direction. Oh, hey. So I'm currently ordering food at the grill right now. This is to-go style meals. So you just put your order in here at the computer, they'll spit out a to-go meal. It's perfect for if you're busy, you'll have lots of lunch meetings. Just take your food with you. Aside from smoothies and yogurt and muffins, this is also a full working Starbucks. So the grill can fix any drink that a typical Starbucks can. Right behind me, we have a whole wall dedicated to our Student Government Association. They play a very prominent role on campus where they support all of our organizations, supply them with the funding needed to keep the organization going and get involvement going on campus as well. We have tons of different organizations, including Black Student Union, PRISM, Student Activities Programming Board, and Sierra Club. So we have stuff that applies to everyone and their needs. Behind me is the Howard Greenlaw Library Learning Center, which has IT services, many different study rooms, as well as CEDL. CEDL is the Center for Engaged Teaching and Learning. Their purpose is to find you a study abroad opportunity and scholarships for study abroad, as well as get you involved in the community through community service activities. Across from our library, up these stairs around the corner, is actually our Hawker dining facility. So this is your typical swipe in, sit down buffet cafeteria style meals, where they have an ever-changing menu. We even start a meatless Monday to better suit some of our students. This concludes our tour of the Winchester Center. We're actually going to head past the quad into one of our freshman dormitories. So this big grassy area right here, this is our quad. Sometimes out in the middle you can see a big burn spot. That's just where we have a bonfire for the freshmen each year. But even in the spring times, the field team will practice, so you'll see students walk in and throwing their javelin and shot put, sitting out here studying, tanning, playing volleyball, throwing a football. It's just a big multi-purpose event space for students. So currently we're standing in front of Deacon Hall. This is actually our oldest dormitory on campus. You can see that we have Greek letters. This hall is actually predominantly Greek, but you do not have to be Greek to live here. It's also co-ed community style, so this hosts out as boys, that hosts out as girls. Now we do have 3 fraternities and 2 sororities on campus, and as you can see, their chapter rooms are here. We do not offer typical Greek housing, but we still offer spaces for our Greeks to coordinate meetings and hang out. So next on our tour, we're actually going to check out a room in Kindle Hall. It's our predominantly freshman dorm, so follow me. So we're here in the lobby of Kindle Hall. We have our small kitchenette behind us. This is accessible for all students on campus, as well as a TV here in the lobby. We have lobbies on each floor with a TV and our own Hulu and Netflix accounts. Kindle is also card swipe accessible. So with being community co-ed style, you have to use your card swipe to get into each residence hall. We have RAs on each floor that help coordinate events, keep residents safe, and answer all their questions. Let's check out a room in Kindle Hall. So this is a typical dorm room in Kindle Hall. You have the option to loft the bed, raise the bed, bunk them, however you'd like. You and your roommate will each get your own wardrobe, your desk. The only restrictions are 1 microwave, 1 refrigerator, and of course, no pets. So all laundry services are in the basement, and you can do laundry whenever you'd like, have as many TVs as you'd like, decorate the room however you'd like. Just make sure you're not nailing any holes or painting the walls. So we're here in the Woodward Health and Recreational Center. We have Jones Gymnasium behind me, as well as athletic offices, training rooms. We have a small auxiliary gym and some classrooms as well. So the only athletic event that's actually played here is by our women's volleyball team. Men's and women's basketball, they're gonna play at the Sports Center on Parrish Avenue, about a mile away. But all students have access to get into games for free as long as they have their student ID. So Kentucky Wesleyan College is a NCAA Division II school. We are a member of the Great Midwest Athletic Conference, and you can see here many of the trophies and accolades that we've won over the past couple of years. Fun fact about our men's basketball team, they actually hold the most national championships, which is a record at 8. So right here behind me, this large house is actually our president's house. Dr. Mitzel, his wife, their 2 dogs, they live here all year round. They host various events such as alumni events in the house. Down this way, we have our baseball field as well as stadium apartments. And on this backside campus, we also have our Ralph Center, which is for fine arts, theater. There's a Mac lab. Behind the president's house, we have the soccer field. And to the right of that is actually Still Stadium for football. Come on into the UPA Kahn Center for the Sciences. Here we stand in the rotunda of the UPA Kahn Center for the Sciences. This houses our chemistry, biology, zoology, mathematics, physics department, as well as laboratories for those classes and student research labs. So we're actually going to go to the second floor and check out a chemistry lab. So welcome to the chemistry floor of the Kindle Center for the Sciences. Here to my left, we actually have one of our chemistry labs. So like I was talking about earlier, students actually had the opportunity to conduct research as well as present that at various conferences in Kentucky. Lining the walls of the Hahn Center, we also have those scholarship awards as well as pictures of our past alumni. Right here we have a picture of Dr. Yuha Khan himself. He was a KWC class graduate of 1958, and he is who the Hahn Center is actually named after. He invented laser optics, and we have a whole trophy case right over here dedicated to his research and findings. I'm sitting in classroom 106. This is actually our largest classroom on campus. It's comparable to other larger universities' lecture halls that seat around 300 students. Ours just seats 50. So this right here is Minerva. She's the Greek goddess of wisdom. There are actually 4 Minervas on the administration building at our Winchester campus, and when it burnt down in 1905, she was the only thing that survived. So Minerva has traveled campus to campus with us. We've been at Owensboro for almost 70 years. And as you can see, she's been spray painted. It is a tradition for KWC students to come and spray paint Minerva in the middle of the night. You can get cans of spray paint in the student life office. Many organizations on campus make it their goal to keep Minerva spray painted for the longest. Concluding our tour, we have our notable alumni wall. These are alumni that are currently doing great big things within their career field of choice. From internal medicine to special operations, we also have alumni that work in Hawaii with animals and are even actors. So you can see that your possibilities here at Kentucky Wesleyan College are endless. So go ahead and ask yourself, are you the next big thing? This concludes our virtual tour. We would love to see you all in person, so schedule a visit at kwc.edu/visit. I may even be your student ambassador.